Why do so many people who seem successful still feel financially trapped? They have a decent salary, they dress well, they drive a newer car, they travel once or twice a year. From the outside, everything looks stable, but behind the scenes, a lot of these same people are stressed every single month. They avoid checking their bank account before payday. They carry credit card balances they cannot fully pay off. They delay investing because there is never extra money. And even though their income has increased over the years, somehow life still feels tight. This is one of the strangest financial contradictions in modern America and Europe. A lot of professionals look rich, but they do not feel rich. Imagine someone in their early 30s living in a large city. Maybe they work in marketing, finance, tech, or healthcare. They earn around $75,000 a year in the United States, or the European equivalent in a major city like London, Amsterdam, or Berlin. On paper, that sounds like a comfortable income, but after taxes, health insurance, pension contributions, and other deductions, that $75,000 salary may turn into around $4,500 per month. Then the fixed costs start. Rent is $1,800. A car payment is $550. Insurance is another $180. Student loans take another $300. Utilities, internet, and subscriptions add another $250. Groceries are around $500. Then come the lifestyle costs that no one really talks about. The dinners with coworkers, the gym membership that feels necessary.
The weekend trips, the upgraded phone, the clothing that fits the job, the coffee runs, the weddings, the birthdays, the expectation that success should look a certain way. By the end of the month, there may be almost nothing left, not because this person is irresponsible, not because they are lazy, and not because they're making terrible financial decisions every day. The real issue is more subtle. As income rises, spending quietly rises with it. Most people do not feel richer when they earn more. They simply feel allowed to spend more. That is the trap. Someone who earns $40,000 may think that earning $75,000 will solve all of their problems. But when they finally reach that income, they often upgrade everything around them. A slightly nicer apartment, a newer car.
More expensive restaurants, better clothes, more convenience. The entire lifestyle expands to absorb the new income. And because each upgrade happens slowly, it feels normal. No single purchase seems extreme. The car payment feels manageable, the apartment feels deserved, the vacations feel reasonable because everyone else is doing it. But together, these decisions create a life that is expensive to maintain. That is why so many people feel stuck, not because they earn too little, but because their lifestyle now requires them to keep earning exactly what they earn, sometimes more. And once that happens, financial freedom becomes difficult. Imagine two people. Both earn $5,000 per month after taxes. The first person spends $4,800 every month. The second person spends $3,500. From the outside, the first person may appear more successful. They may live in a nicer apartment, drive a better car, and look wealthier. But the second person is saving $1,500 every month. That is $18,000 per year. Invested consistently, that money can compound for decades. The first person, meanwhile, may be carrying debt, paying interest, and feeling constant pressure to maintain appearances.
After 10 years, the gap between these two people becomes enormous. Not because one earned dramatically more, but because one had more margin. Margin is what gives people breathing room. Margin is what allows someone to survive a job loss, take a career risk, move cities, start a business, or simply sleep better at night. Without margin, even a high salary can feel fragile. And this is where psychology becomes important. A lot of spending is not really about the product itself. It is about identity. People buy things to signal progress. They want proof that their hard work is paying off. After years of studying, working, commuting, and dealing with stress, it feels reasonable to reward yourself. The problem is that modern consumer culture is very good at turning rewards into permanent monthly expenses. A one-time celebration becomes a lease payment. A useful tool becomes a luxury upgrade. A convenience becomes a necessity. And after a while, people are no longer spending to enjoy life. They're spending to protect an image of the life they think they should have. That image is expensive, and often it is built for other people. Social media makes this even worse. You see people your age buying homes, taking trips, wearing expensive clothes, and driving luxury cars, but you rarely see the debt behind it. You do not see the credit card balance. You do not see the 72-month car loan.
You do not see the anxiety when rent increases. You do not see the stress of needing to maintain a lifestyle that costs nearly every dollar they earn. Financially intelligent people tend to think differently. They do not see money as something to display. They see it as something that creates options. Instead of asking, "What can I afford each month?" they ask, "What will this cost me over the next 5 years?" A $700 car payment is not just $700. It is more than $8,000 per year. Over 5 years, that is over $40,000, and that is before fuel, insurance, repairs, and depreciation. When people start thinking that way, they often make very different choices, not because they stop enjoying life, but because they stop confusing spending with success. Real wealth is usually much quieter than people expect. It often looks like a normal apartment instead of a luxury one, a used car instead of a new one, a smaller mortgage, less debt, more savings, more freedom, and maybe that is the real difference. Looking rich is about impressing other people. Feeling financially secure is about not needing to. If you found this video useful, consider subscribing for more realistic conversations about